This is a new one.
What happened?
Okay. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. This is USA Network. This just came on. So this is the new, we're watching Philly versus the New Orleans Breakers. How's everybody? What? The Philly Stars. Okay. All right. So, Mike, are you going to be part of the stream? I'm going to watch the game. Okay. All right. Well, are you going to sit over here so I can turn on one of your mics? My mic sounds okay. All right. Let me get my panel in here right now. It is Easter. Let me say happy Easter to everybody. We'll probably be light because most people are probably eating their Easter dinner. In fact, I was just I cooked a standing rib roast out on the grill.
Oh. I just barely saw those pictures, Mark. That looked delicious.
I had to let it rest for 20 minutes, so you know that all the juices and everything.
Juice is just seeping back into it.
Oh my God! It was so good. In fact, I mean, literally, it's just like you know when I came down here, I probably still had some of the juice running down because I was like, I got to throw this down before I go because you know my wife I gave her a plate and you know she was like, that was good. I said, how was it? She said, I'm going to go get some more. I said, some more what? She said, I'm going to go get some more, okay? Because I did like some string beans with bacon and onions in it. And then I did some cauliflower mash. So this is all getting back on the keto. And that prime rib, medium rare, oh, my God. With some horseradish sauce. So, you know, it was good. It was good. What? Yeah, well, yes. So,
Mark, you got to look at that first comment in the comments section. My gosh, what are they smoking?
Let's trade Dak to New York for the fifth. Okay, see, that's just an idiot. 8 and 9. So first of all, we were 12-5. So he's Mr. Dallas 8 and 9. Next scapegoat. Let's trade Dak to New York for the fifth and 7th. Get a tackle or both if there. This has to be. You know, I think here's what I think happens, and let me say hello to Roland's Review, Stacy Schubert. What's up? I know I mispronounced your last name, don't I?
You're fine. You're fine.
I don't want you to run to Tracy and say, you know, your husband is so stupid he can't say my name right.
I will. Don't put.
I know you will. I know you. I know how y'all women will tag team up on a brother here. And then we got Thomas Garrett. His screen is black. Thomas, I don't know where you are. I've been talking to Thomas. He was the first one here, but I ain't heard nothing. And then here we have connecting right now, Primetime Phil. Okay, so Troy, you just brought up something interesting there. It's the whole. I'm going to say that people are running out of things to talk about.
I've been getting to agree.
And when you don't have anything to talk about, you go back to your standby.
Yep.
Diss Dak.
Although we did have that one thing, that scare this week.
Yes.
I still don't know how he got out of not being charged as an accessory.
But it's something that we kind of saw as soon as the draft happened. It was just like, can he get his head down and actually focus and play football? And you knew something would eventually, but as much as I'm not the person and I didn't do it, the fact that you're associated around those type of
Thank you.
Yeah. It's like Michael Vick hard lesson, you know.
I know in my state, you could be charged as an accessory to the crime.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't pull the trigger. You could be charged.
Well, you know, I equated it to like this because, okay, so let's say hypothetically, you know, you, me, Troy, you and me, and Roland and all that. We walk into the bank together, right?
Right.
I got the gun. Stick him up. Stick him up.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm robbing the place.
Yep.
You just happen to walk out with me. What are they going to do? What are they going to do with you? You came in there with me. You're associated with me. You're part of the bank robber. Okay.
Yeah, and depending upon the state, I guess, it depends upon what kind of charge they would throw at you.
What I pray happens out of this is that it becomes a positive where he all of a sudden realizes, I can't hang out with these dudes anymore.
I wonder if this is going to be that, wow, I found Jesus moment.
I saw somebody point it out, and I think it. Oh, sorry, Roland, go ahead.
So, and this is my take. And I've always heard about how toxic the cesspool Twitter is. Now, I have to share my video. I just got off of my live chat, and I was talking about this very subject. So I went on Twitter and other forms of social media, and they are being so indignant. They have all these memes with rats and he snitched. Let me tell you this, and I tell my students, this is something that I tell anyone who's around me. And I got this from a coworker, old Sergeant Colonel Covington.
Yeah.
Okay, and he always tells me, if you go out here and commit a crime, he says, I'll sing like a canary. So, in other words, don't put me in that position. Place. I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not going to jail for me. So you know I'm not going to jail for you. So they're saying all of this, like I tell my students, and in my 25 years of teaching, we've lost a lot of students due to gun violence, okay? And I tell them, just like things going on around the school, Mark, with the vandalism, they get mad when they're put on lockdown. They're not able to do things. They're not able to go places on campus. I said, you're sitting here, and some of you very well know who is committing these offenses, but you don't want to snitch. So I said, guess what? You're going to suffer like everyone else. So don't come in here complaining to me because I don't want to hear it.
Okay. You know what? I've got the perfect, see, things are different now. Okay. Things are different now because I got the perfect one because I remember you just literally, when you were talking about one of y'all know what's going on, right? I remember as a little kid, okay, I'm the youngest. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. Well, one is gone. God rest his soul. Shout out on the super chat. I'm sorry I missed who that was. I'll come back to it. I remember something happened at the house, and my dad was pissed.
Yep.
And he was like, who did this? Ain't nobody spoke up. Nobody spoke up. And so my dad said, all right. They were all sitting on the couch. Pulled out that belt. He started it with the oldest. Whap! He's spanking. He's just working his way. If and none of y'all ratting,
nope.
Then all y'all getting punished. And
there you go.
And that's the way it was. I can't remember. I was the last one. I don't know if I sang like a canary or not. but it was a different time then.
Around me, I don't care. If you put me, do not put me in that predicament, and then you don't worry about me singing or doing anything else. Those people were not his friends. They had nothing to lose. He had everything to lose. If this isn't a come to Jesus moment for him, I don't know what is.
Shout out to 24/7 Cowboy. Mark, love your show content. Dallas Cowboys with art. What's my most favorite artwork that I've created? Thanks. I'd have to say the Dak Prescott. The charity logo and stuff on there.
By the way, who won that last week?
Gina C and Tony Lopez.
Oh wow!
Are the 2 winners on that?
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's one of those things that I hated doing because it's like I want everybody to be a winner on that because everybody was part of doing that. Everybody did that,
Everybody is a winner on that one, Mark, because the people who donated.
They got their names. Yeah, they got the names out there.
They got their names on the plaque, but those who donated to a very, very worthy cause.
Right. Yeah,
and it hit home. My wife's dad passed away this weekend due to cancer.
Right. I see Truckers Life in here. What's up, Truckers?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? Back to what you were saying. Yeah, it's me.
No, I don't see you cooking. I don't believe that's you.
Oh, you don't think I'm cooking? What you think is going on in here?
There it is. There it is. Now, hey, Trucker Live. I didn't recognize you. My bad. Sorry.
Sephora, what's up? How you doing? But
we got some lamb ribs.
Oh, look at that!
Oh man. Okay. See,
and then we got the garlic parmesan mashed potatoes.
Ooh,
there it is.
And some corn.
I had to do cauliflower mash. I'm on that keto.
oh, look at that!
Corn.
Oh
You
man.
can look at it. You can look at it.
All right.
But now, back to the cancer conversation. I actually lost my mom. Ooh, we're coming up on 2 years of me losing my mom to cancer.
Oh man, sorry to hear about that.
Lost my dad there.
It was a worthy cause. I love what you do, Mark. I appreciate it. I love what Dak does.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that alone, this is taking his play on the field away. Not including his play on the field is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That makes him my quarterback.
I can tell you guys this much, that Philip Ebarb, who's his uncle who helped raise him, was supposed to be spending the weekend with him for Easter and stuff. He has the plaque in his hands. He got it actually on Friday, and so it should be actually in Dak Prescott's hands now. So I can tell you that. Yeah. So we'll see if I get any pictures or anything. I'm hoping, but we'll see.
Maybe he'll be giving you a personal call, Mark, to thank all of us. Just with
hopefully he'll come on the channel with us.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
That his biggest fan and supporter. Where Lord knows I'm taking bullets for Dak. But here's the thing.
I put it like this: I got the tattoo on my arm. My kids are born in 02 and 14.
There you go. All right.
So 0214, I'm tatted with it.
There you go.
On my arm.
That's cool. But back to my original premise that I think that the talking head that people run out of things to talk about, and when that happens, it always go to the old standby, which is Dak Prescott. You go to Dak Prescott and say Dak is garbage, Dak is trash. You had Skip Bayless saying that Baker Mayfield's better than Dak Prescott.
Skip Bayless is a piece of shit.
Yeah, what the heck does he think he's...
We're talking about, I'm trying to think of the wide receiver with Carolina who's literally like, Baker Mayfield, Robbie Anderson. He's like, no,
he ain't coming in.
Look, I had Sam Darnold. I don't need no Baker Mayfield now. So I'm wondering, here's what I'm wondering. Thomas Garrett's getting close. I see we got a picture now. If he just unmutes his mic. Boy, that stadium's empty there. Ain't nobody. Oh my God!
There wasn't anybody in that first one.
Yeah,
there were people in this. No, I'm talking about. This looks like COVID game one.
Yeah.
Right now.
The other one was too.
Yeah.
No, no. I mean, last night's game. They had some places that were covered and things, but you did see some people there. I just looked at a shot at the end zone, and I don't see a single person back there.
Not like they did last night. Yeah.
Oh my God! And this is the
first. They could have gave the tickets away. I'm pretty sure and gotten people there.
Wow. Well, it is Easter though. Okay, so we'll cut him a break. And so
Thomas, you're muted. If you're talking, you're muted, Thomas.
Thomas, I can't hear you, Thomas. Can't hear you, buddy. Okay. Forgive me. You guys are looking kind of my pro. It's two cameras, so your camera's right here. All right, so the old standby, of course, is diss Dak. So I'm seeing Kyler Murray. Who is like, I'm not playing without a new contract and everything else. And quite frankly, after Derek Carr got his, $40.5 million, that if I'm Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray, I'm looking and saying, I should be getting more than $40.5 million. Am I wrong on that?
I don't know. If you take Kyler's numbers.
Lamar,
To be honest.
Lamar, yes.
What Derek Carr has done with the Raiders.
Okay.
Kyler Murray has not done with the Cardinals.
True. I give you that.
So he's
done
that. But Derek Carr's had a lot more time.
In his mind, he has, though. I mean, like.
Well, that's because he's a crybaby.
Well, that's players today. Everybody has a hissy fit, and I need to get paid. Deebo Samuel's up. I'm gonna have attention. I'm gonna delete all my social media.
Yeah, okay. I saw that.
And that's he's not the first one to do that. I mean, we had J-Ron Curse do that too. Can you hand me my the streaming deck? Oh, it's Lamb. Yeah, Trucker. Look, Mike's like, Dad, I saw you. I know you cooked some stuff for dinner, but what's Trucker's Life guy? He's like, I'm ready to go on the road with Trucker's Life.
Mark.
Sorry, I'm just cutting up my lamb right now.
Oh,
look in the chat. Stewie just put something in there.
I've been better finding out the signs pointing to tumors. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait. I've been better finding out the signs point to tumors in my abdomen. Say cancer was unnerving yesterday, and this. Yeah, you remember about 2 months ago when I had to do my colonoscopy? And if you're 50 years old, please get your colonoscopy. Don't wait. Stu is drinking the liquid death right now, so he can get his colonoscopy. Yikes. He's got this. Yeah. So
I have a time limit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Stu, I apologize because when I was just talking to you a little bit ago, I was eating that prime rib I was talking about to you guys. I was kind of like, man, I feel bad about you drinking that shit, but I got to go. I'm sorry, but no. Thoughts and prayers to Stu, man. Everything's gonna be fine, man, because you got Jobu on your side, man. You are a warrior, and we know.
And he's got all of us as his friends too, no doubt.
Willie Vasher says, if Baker is better than Dak Prescott, why is Baker don't have a job? Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
That part.
I mean, I'm just kind of like, and this is where I'm just kind of like, wait a minute. Now, I might be able to say, because, somebody was doing a video, or somebody told me that somebody was just saying and doing a video that Deshaun Watson is better than Dak Prescott. I mean, you can make that. That argument I could say you can make, maybe. But Baker Mayfield?
You can't even really make the argument that Deshaun Watson is.
I mean, I don't agree with it. I mean, because, he was 4-12.
And how long?
Yeah.
He was 4-12, right? We've never had Dak go 4-12. So if your whole thing is it's just the quarterback, then you can look and say, well, shit, he ain't that good because he went 4-12. I don't agree with that philosophy either. It's the team that's also there as well.
What's the worst season that Dak did have? I mean, you can't count the 6-10 a couple years ago because he was
worst
injured.
Season Dak has had was
that would be the worst season that he had, although the numbers he put up were on pace to break the all-time record of yardage.
Right.
Okay.
Well, when I look at Dak and I look at Deshaun Watson, I think of availability. Can you stay out of trouble and be a leader and actually be available and not have accusations thrown your way because you're not putting yourself in a situation for people to accuse you?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
can you only have one masseuse that tickles your pickle?
I don't mean to touch on Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Lord knows enough women have touched on Deshaun Watson.
Oh gosh.
But here's the thing. I think about, when Mike's car broke down, he didn't know my guy. Okay? He took it someplace and they worked on it and everything else, and it was a fortune and it didn't work. I said, look, I need you to go to my guy. My guy I've been going to as long as I've lived here for 18 years. I know I can trust that guy, and he's going to tell you, straight deal, no bullshit. Right?
Right.
Because I go to him all the time. Right? And he goes to him where one place told him it's $2,000 to fix it. The other guy was like, it's $15. Because I have a guy that he knows me. We got a relationship here, and we do work and stuff together. How come Deshaun Watson had so many different women to massage him? When you find somebody that knows how to massage you and make you feel really good, don't you stick with them?
Yep.
Ego. It's got to be ego.
You know what I'm saying? If you get a good masseuse, you don't go to every time a different doctor, right?
No.
You have your doctor you trust. You go there all the time. You don't go, well, let me go to this doctor. I'm going to go to this doctor. No, so all these different women masseuses? Anybody? Did anybody else?
Why not the team?
Yeah.
23 women. Some ain't right with that picture. 23 women.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not as well going on to label him as a serial.
I wonder if he's
serial.
I wonder if he's trying to pursue the record of Wilt Chamberlain.
Damn.
Here's the thing.
I was not expecting that. You caught me off guard with that one.
Here's the thing that's
I'm thinking
interesting.
He's trying to be the Wilt Chamberlain of the NFL.
Could be. But here's the thing that people don't seem to realize. Just because you are an NFL player does not mean that you don't have normal societal issues. That football players are a cross-section of your whole neighborhood. If you take a couple of thousand people, guess what? You're going to get some sexual deviants. You're going to get some idiots. You're going to get some thugs. You're going to get some hardworking people. You're going to have some people that are really, really intelligent. So you're going to have the whole gambit. Well, just because a football player is a football player doesn't mean we don't have those same guys. Charles Haley was bipolar. We had Darren Sharper. That dude,
serial rapist.
Oh my gosh,
drug and I mean that I mean, you know, and I'm gonna tell you what really bothered me about that thing more than anything else. Okay, I've got my wife and I'm good. I don't need nobody else. Look, you know, one woman is enough to deal with. Okay, anybody who wants 2, 3, 4 of them, you crazy.
They
okay?
don't have their brain right.
You crazy to try and deal with all that stuff. Okay, I mean you're playing Russian roulette, but that's your thing. But I was sitting there looking at Darren Sharper and saying, you know, dude's got his own section on NFL Network where he's the pick magnet, you know, all dressed up with the gleam in his eye. He's got the Super Bowl ring. He's got money and everything else. And this brother has to drug women? If he's
Mark,
got...
he had it made on NFL Network.
I'm like, wait a minute, wait. If he's got to drug women, what hope is there for people like, you know, the regular everyday Joes that don't have all that? You're telling me you got to drug women? Come on, man. That was crazy.
If he's got to drug women, I have no choice.
I mean, seriously. There is no way in the world. You know, women literally are falling. You know, oh, Darren Sharp. The he was gorgeous, too. Let's be honest. He was a good-looking man. Women would just fall in your.
Yeah, now Bubba's got his cheek.
It's like, what?
Yeah. What was so sad about it? He could have had any woman he wanted.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
You got to go through all them changes. Come on.
I guess he never heard of role playing. They could have just pretended.
I just.
I was trying to be good. Okay.
No, that whole. I mean, that was one of those ones. So you know, and understanding that with Kevin Joseph, you know. He never got that out of his system. I hope, and people are saying, you're just a clickbaiter, because I said it's time to say goodbye to Boss Man Fat. So some people took it as it is, oh, the Cowboys are cutting him. No, I'm saying it's time for him to let that go.
That persona.
Yeah.
Let that hood mentality go, because the hood ain't going to take you nowhere but down.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a rapper, go be a rapper. Go be. I got no problem if that's what the path you want to choose. Do that. But when I saw the, you know, hold on one second. When I saw the video, I was looking. I was like, that can't be him. I'm like, look at the guys he's hanging with. Now I look at Micah Parsons. You know, look at who's he's hanging out with. You know, he's there at the fights and everything else. You know, he's there.
Yeah, he was there
with Michael Irvin and stuff like that. This guy is with a bunch of kids that look like that teeny bopper, you know, hood rats. And I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Lauren.
Yes, ma'am.
Since this incident, again, I was shocked. I thought that Barry or Steven would have had some handlers around to help him just in case he got into trouble. Now, since this incident happened, do you think now they're going to sort of hook him up with someone to be with him, like a mentor? Like, you know how
they did with Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
They need to, somebody needs to. Actually, you know what they really need to do? Because see, and Thomas, I'm sorry, I cut you off before, and I do that a lot, and I don't mean to. Thomas, what were you saying?
Have it like Baker Mayfield and live at the stadium. There you go.
Yeah, that really worked out for him, didn't it? The Cowboys. See, this whole thing goes back to the big picture. You know, you get people that say, you know, Dak's not the answer. Well, I don't think that Pat Mahomes would be the answer right now with what the question is from the Cowboys ownership. Because I had a great discussion with DMV, and I forgot to send him the link. But with DMV, and it goes back to the philosophy for the Cowboys. They do great in the first round because they look and they say, we're going to get the best player available that's on the board. The second round, they're saying, we want first-round talent, but at a second-round price. And it always ends up being that it's a guy who's got some issues or it's a project, okay? So you think of Randy Gregory, fell to the second round. He was a first-round talent, but had the drug issues, right? You think of Jalen Smith. We know he can't play the first year. He'll be a project. We'll get him later, right? You think of Tristan Hill. Well, he's got a great motor. He had some issues with the coaches in Florida, right? Kevin Joseph.
He got a great motor, but got a jacked up attitude.
Kevin Joseph. Pick six.
Mama.
Pick six. Okay.
We out in sirens last night.
Okay. All right. So, and then you get
All right,
Kevin Joseph.
I'm about to head out, though. I got to go pick up this load.
All right, man. Trucker. We'll see you soon, truckers.
Good luck, trucker.
Be safe out there, man.
I'll be back on in a little bit. I just got to
okay, so
pick up my load.
Like a baby last night.
I wonder, Mark.
Yeah.
Right.
Why not stick him to somebody that has actually been through that was a Dallas Cowboy? Our biggest person. No, not Dez. Michael Irvin.
That's what I was
Get him with Michael Irvin now.
If these kids will listen.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Guess who was with Michael Parsons last night to fight?
Well, it was Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah. I don't
Michael
know.
Irvin
Here's the thing. But hold on.
Night.
You would think that Kevin Joseph, after being at LSU and having issues, okay, I say this because it's like if you can't get along in LSU as a football player, there's a real problem. It's not like it was Harvard or Yale that you weren't doing and had to transfer someplace. You had to leave LSU. You had to apologize to your team for missing the Fiesta Bowl. You had alleged drug tests that were failed, and you go to Kentucky. So you've had a history of this. So you would say, okay, you got a second chance. Now you're here with the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Right? This is strike three. I mean, excuse me, strike two. Right now, I don't think you have any other choices now, because right now, if you're not scared straight now to say, you know what, I got to change my set of friends.
Right.
Because I'm sure, unless that you made a deal with your friends and say, hey, look, guys, this is messed up, man. I almost said a bad word. This is some messed up, bro. I can't go down for you. Look, if this comes out, I got to rat you guys out. Okay. And I'll tell you what, you guys go down when you get out, I'll have $500,000 or something for you, but I can't go down with you. If I go down, we all go down. Okay. So better for you guys to go, you're my fall guys. So maybe he made a deal like that. Or if you're those other guys, you start thinking like, wait a minute, if we didn't have this mother humper with us, we wouldn't have been identified. He's the one with the daggone chain around his neck that they saw on the news and said, oh, that's Kevin Joseph. So, and then he goes down to the police and he rats us out. So you think that they're still his friends?
Oh, I'm sure he's going to probably have a target on his back now.
Oh, he does. I grew up in Compton. That's instant target.
Don't put me in that situation because I will sing like a canary. Don't commit crimes when you're with me. So, hey, that's their stupidity.
Like,
I had a
Beretta. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
That's what he said.
Okay.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
There you go.
If it were me, see this brother got two professions. He's in the music business and he's in the sports business.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a canary too, because man, you ruining my millions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You ruining my millions.
Yeah.
For something that didn't have anything to do with me.
You're right.
Right.
Well, you gotta look at him
friends
too.
or not.
What's stupid is he doesn't really.
You're not gonna put me in a situation that don't have anything to do with me.
No, I just said. No. Hey, and how much do you want to bet? Not only his attorney, I'm sure Jerry or Steven said, "Hey, you better tell them what you know."
Oh yeah,
thank you.
They did. They basically said you need to talk to the police.
Else. Yeah.
That came out before we ever heard that he was in the vehicle. They recommended him talking to the police.
Yeah, and telling them.
They said you better tell what you know, or you don't have
Jerry
a career.
probably told
That's
him.
right.
Jerry probably said, "Hey man, look, You do this, and I got your back. We will give you security.
Right. Because people are going to be gunning from him. Gunning since they said, "Oh, he snitched." No, he told the truth about what happened. That's what he did.
Okay, I don't understand the whole mentality here. Okay, look, you're in a fight. You're in the fight. The fight is over with. Okay, you're safe. You got to pull out a gun and shoot as you're driving away. That's about as cowardly as it gets.
Punks.
I'm sorry.
That's how the hood works, Mark.
That's about as cowardly. I'm sorry. You're just a little bitch.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
And maybe I better make sure I don't go out the hood because we're going to show you. You called us a bitch. Okay, Mark Holmes, you're a goner. But seriously.
Oh, no. Shit.
Mark,
I agree.
Big Bubba's going to take care of them. They're going to be in their corn rolling someone's hair.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Hawk, please tell me you lost a bet. This whole thing, we got to be scared of Wentz. I thought you only smoked weed. I didn't know you did crack, too. Seriously. Ain't nobody scared of no Carson Wentz. Oh, my God.
Who the hell just said that?
You know what? I'm scared. I'm more scared of the toe monster under my bed than I am Carson Wentz, okay? Jeez.
Going back to Kelvin's situation, he came from a high-profile college and goes to a high-profile team. I'll play devil's advocate. He doesn't know how to handle the publicity, right?
Right.
It's too well known and don't understand coming from the hood. You got to let that shit go.
Exactly. He's got to understand. He's under the biggest microscope now.
Yep.
Now that he's playing for America's team, and we all know that it is America's team. I'm sorry to the New England Patriot fans and all of those who think that team, that think that team is America's
Sorry,
team.
Mark. Didn't mean to disrespect the channel.
But
no problem.
Kelvin has got to realize he is now going to be under the microscope as long as he's a Dallas Cowboy. And he's got to start acting like it.
Hold on. You know what? Wait, time out for a second here. I think Dow 8 and 9, Mike McCarthy next scapegoat. Is this a burner account of Mike McCarthy's? It must be.
What'd he say?
No, everything on here is, trade Dak for a 5th and a 6th and get an offensive line. I'm just like, this might be Mike McCarthy actually in here trying to do some spin work here. Dude, I don't know what you hanging out with Hawk? Because both of y'all got some bad stuff.
Hanging out with Skip Bayless.
Mark,
yes.
That's some 13-year-old boy that's up in his mom's attic on her laptop.
Oh, man.
Playing grab ass with it.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yes, Stace.
Also, I thought about this as well. Now, of course, I'm sure the guys, who are being charged with the murder, sure they didn't have any money. But how much you want to bet? I bet it's fair to try to level a civil lawsuit against Kelvin. He's the only one who has money.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure of that.
They could. They could technically because he was part of the group that was in there.
Yeah.
The others don't have anything to begin with.
They could file a wrongful death suit.
Here's where hold it. But wait, let's think about this for a second though. Let's say the guys that are arrested and they're downtown. It's law and order. Dun dun dun. Okay. And they start talking to him. So, what happened and all that. You don't think that they might say, you know what? He was all part of that. He told me to shoot.
He was part of the planning process.
Yeah.
We don't know.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't no honor among thieves.
No.
If I'm going down, he going down with me too.
Me. Yep.
So just because those two were charged doesn't mean that this thing isn't over.
That's right.
Because if I'm the district attorney, wait a minute. This could be a high-profile case here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I hope it doesn't. But do you think? Unless Kevin Joseph paid them off to say, "Hey, man, you just you got to take the fall for me," And maybe they're tight like that. You know, they're homies that maybe that's the case. But would you be surprised if they turned on him?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's no honor in that community.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And then plus they said that the two kids were are from Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he's from.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay.
Baton Rouge is a lot like Compton, where motherfuckers don't care.
Yeah.
Human life means nothing.
Yep, that's obvious. But this was my question, and I mentioned this in my video that I did earlier. Mm-hmm. These are the same people, this age group, complaining, and protesting, but you're killing each other.
Right.
So you're saying Black Lives Matter, but you're obviously your actions are saying something else.
Yeah.
Don't anything.
Yeah, you're right.
Why was there a need when it was over? Like Mark said, the guys were walking away. The fight was over. Why was there a need for you to shoot a gun and shoot someone in the head? Why?
Yeah. Now you may be right about that you can't say it would be he said, she said, but isn't it he said, she said that him talking already with what he told, he talked to the police for a couple hours. There was no witness. I mean, the only witnesses were all in the vehicle. So that's already he said, she said. It's my word against your word. And, from what I heard from the law of parties, he could have been, because you're all in there together, you could have been charged too. Yeah.
Mark, you know what's going to happen.
What's that?
When the trial come around, they're going to get with the driver. They're going to persuade him, and they're going to tell him, hey, man, if you tell the truth, we going to.
Yeah.
We got something for you.
That's right.
Like
the Medina.
Yeah. And that's where you are a Dallas Cowboy player. You got a target on your back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. You people can make a name off of you. You mess up, I get a videotape of it. Guess what? I'm getting paid by TMZ. Okay.
And get that paycheck for watch. They're gonna go after him. They're gonna go after him and get some money because he kept quiet about it. And like Mark said, we don't the way Texas law is. They're not being charged. This is still a developing case. Yeah. We don't know what they're going to say.
Right. Now, and so here, this goes back to what I was saying, though, relating this to the draft. See, the Cowboys, I think, almost think that we can risk the second round pick. We've got our first round guy that'll be a starter and everything else. So we can go ahead and try and see if we can get, great value of a guy who should be a first rounder. But every time it ends up being that second round guy is not a starter and not playing. So last year, Kevin Joseph, he played in 10 games, but he wasn't, the impact guy that you need. Diggs is one of the few. Diggs and DeMarcus Lawrence are few of the two. One's Sean Lee, although Sean Lee had injuries left and right. But we are handicapping ourselves. And see, here's what's crazy, because I get people that'll say, well, you're just blowing it out of proportion. We got 9 draft picks. Just because you have 9 draft picks doesn't mean you're going to get 9 starters. If you think that you're going to get 9 starters, then you don't understand football in the draft. Diggs, the first half of his season was not that good as a rookie. He got injured, came back, and started playing well. Micah Parsons was okay to start the season, but he got better as the season went on. And so you could look at all those 12 picks we had last year. Micah Parsons was the day one starter. Kevin Joseph, no. I mean, he played some, but was injured. O.C. played quite a bit. Goldston played quite a bit. But other than that, that's all you got from 12 picks last year. We need guard. We need center. We need wide receiver. We need edge rusher. We need defensive tackle. We need linebacker. You're not getting all those guys as starters this year out of this draft. And that's why you'd be lucky
if you could even get half of them.
Well, if you get an impact player that's a day one starter, and you get a second starter out of the draft and a role player, if you get those 3 things out of any draft, you're done good. Anything more than that, then you're playing with house money.
Yep.
And so I hope, Jerry Jones, we might trade. I'm actually thinking that they might trade back. I think that's just the good old baffle them with bullshit. Jerry Jones just talking too much.
Yeah, I think you're going to see something come out of that number 24 pick. They're either going to go up or they're going to move back.
There's not too many. I look at this draft and say there's not that many guys up in the top edge of there that you say are, historical type of players or prospects. To me, there's not a lot of difference between 20 and 30. Maybe I'm wrong, but the needs that you have are the offensive line, and you can get probably the best guard prospect at 24. I'd be happy with that. Now, if I was going to move up and get Jordan Davis, okay, I might consider that. But how far do I have to go up to get it is a bigger question.
Yeah, you're probably looking at the mid-teens to get up to get Jordan.
And to move up that far,
that's going to cost you a lot of draft
quite
capital.
a bit. Yeah, so you probably, you're talking about maybe this year's first and the following year's first to move up that far. To move up 8 spots, yeah, that's going to cost a lot.
Yeah, well,
and I don't know that that's worth, maybe Jordan Davis is. I don't know, but I don't know that I'm ready to do that.
I don't think I would be either, to be honest with you. That's just too much of a risk to put on one player. Stay pat at 24, see what's there.
Yeah.
If you don't like what's there, then go ahead and trade your pick away to whoever really wants to, do whatever.
See you later, prime time. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. So is it doom and gloom for the season? For you guys?
No.
You listen to everybody out there. The Cowboys suck. I mean, pretty much. From Skip Bayless on down, and all of the fans that Jerry Jones and crew that we're going to be the worst team in the history of football. That we're not even a top 15 team.
Skip got
Hold on, Mark.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that same crap last year and we won a division?
They say that every year.
Yeah. Bayless is a piece of trash.
They say that every year, so I'm not even worried about that. It ain't nothing but a whole bunch of talk, whole bunch of clicks trying to, these talking heads, they're trying to say things just to get some attention, trying to, get some money in their pocket, and they haven't been reporting on none in a while, so they trying to think of a story to make up, and that's all that is.
Yep.
And I try to tell people all the time, stop watching these damn talking heads and stop worrying about all the stuff they say, because 75% of the stuff that they say, it's not going to come to be anyway. It's
more for reactions than anything else.
It's just, they're talking up the cue cards, and it's all about ratings. That's all. It's all about ratings.
Skip got his degree from the University of Tightwad City.
Skip
Bayless got his degree from the University of Tightwad City. That guy literally has a tight, doesn't
Skip Bayless.
He doesn't know squat.
Skip Bayless went to college at Vanderbilt. The school is right around the corner from where I live. I can't believe that he's a Commodore. He's sorry like them. And
damn. Shout out to Mark Hutton. Says they'll trade back in the first, and then they'll move up in the third.
You know what? I heard some people talking about that this morning, saying that Dallas may move up, and they threw out some names that who they may draft. And the name that they came up with is the defensive end from Florida State, Johnson.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind him.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind him. This first round draft choice is gonna be one of them things where we just have to sit and wait and see who we draft next week.
Well, we still here's the Cowboys powder is still dry. We still have 15 million with another 10 coming. They can do some stuff in the second round of free agency. We know we know that there'll be a lot of veterans after the draft that are cut. We know there'll be a lot of them that are on the streets. So you may be able to get that value that Stephen Jones has gotten. What I really actually wanted to do, and it's going to be a hell of an undertaking, but try and figure out how the success rate is with a lot of the free agents that are signing. Because remember, like when the Giants signed, say, Galladay, right? Yeah. Last year. And they also signed Kyle Rudolph, right?
Yep.
Those are named guys that you think, oh, man, all of a sudden they got some good weapons. But how did those guys actually work out for them? They really didn't. I think Kyle Rudolph had under 200 yards receiving. I mean, not that they had a quarterback, but, you know, when you heard the big names, you're like, oh, man, they got that guy. Oh, man, I remember Kyle Rudolph, you know, with Minnesota and everything else, you know, and thanks, man. He got them to the NFC Championship game. Man, that guy's a baller. And you think, man, they did, oh, my God, the Giants did all kinds of stuff. But the Giants are in one of the worst financial shapes out there. Mm-hmm. And all these guys that they done brought in have been ass.
The Giants are, like you said, Mark, the Giants are in worse financial shape, and they make some of the baddest decisions out of anybody.
But they're always a big player in free agency.
Yeah, remember back in 2016, they paid a $250
million defensive line they had. And it was good for 1 year. But since that time, they've been a cap hell.
And they haven't recovered from that since.
Come on, Danny. Run it, Danny. Don't fumble it. Don't fumble it. Oh, I just said this thing. Don't fumble it. Let's go. Rasheed, look. You know you hold it.
Okay. All right, so don't fumble it, Danny. Actually, I thought that was why did we got wide receiver? Because, you know, you think about that. Some of the guys that they brought in and things, they don't necessarily work out as good as you think. And so technically, when you think about Jaron Kearse, I dare say that Jaron Kearse has played better for the Dallas Cowboys than Landon Collins paid for the Washington football team.
Yep.
Changed my mind.
That's why Jaron Kearse has a job.
Right. And
even
with this, and even with this big contract, his new contract, he still isn't anywhere near what Washington spent on Landon Collins either of those 2 years he was there, right?
Mark,
yes, ma'am.
Why do you think, as good as he played, why didn't anyone want to pay him any more money?
I don't know that one. I don't understand.
He only had 1 year.
Yeah. 1 year wonder, maybe, but it wasn't that much money. It was only $4.5 million. That's in the grand scheme. Look at the stands, dudes. There is not 150 people in the stands.
What game are you watching?
Philadelphia versus
New Orleans.
Yeah, that's the only one that's on now. There is not 150 people in the stands. So is this league going to make it?
Probably not.
You got to realize they're playing all their games in Birmingham this year. Next year, they'll be in their own home stadiums.
I guess you figure I'm just going to go one game, and that was enough. I'm not going to do all. There's no way I can do it. No.
That's why they're only getting $10,000 a game.
It's actually $4,500 a game.
Is it $4,500?
Practice squad guys get $1,500 a week. Game roster guys get $4,500 a week.
Oh, I thought it was.
You get $600 for each week for training camp. Something like that. So it's not, you're not, you know, if you make it through the whole season, I think you get about $4,500. I mean, about $45,000, which isn't actually that bad. If you, yeah, I mean that's.
And then they got another game. They got another game later on. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
they got two. Oh yeah, I mean, one more game.
You know, you think Aaron Rodgers gets about $3 million a game. That's a little bit different, but that's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but the thing is with that USFL, they need to. I don't know why they set it up to where all the games are played in one place.
Strengthen numbers.
You limit yourself to one market then.
Well, I think they did it. I think they did it for COVID.
Could be.
But you know what though? I remember watching the USFL when it first came out in the early 80s. A lot of people don't know this, but USFL, they were the ones that first came out with the big payday football players.
Oh yeah,
they the ones that got it started.
They did that to entice the NFL players over there because you got guys like Jim Kelly and Gary Clark and things like that. Now,
Reggie White.
Yeah.
Because they got it started with Herschel Walker.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one. Because Donald Trump gave him all that money to play in the USFL, and then came Doug Flutie and Jim Kelly Steve Young.
Yeah.
They were the ones that got it started.
I tell you what drives me crazy on here, because we got the 65-inch TV here, is the damn shit, what do you call them? I'm having a brain fart, man.
Drones.
The drones, that's it. The drones look like a fly or something on the TV screen.
It looks like they're just those little
is there something on my TV screen?
Like a remote control buggy on the field.
It's like a mosquito. It's like, what the? Oh, that's the damn drone. Okay.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah. Hey, Amanda. How you doing?
Hey.
Wait, what you got there in your hand?
I am deviled eggs. I'm making deviled eggs. But no. So you know how?
Hold on. Wait. Do you make yours sweet or tart?
I have to make them sweet for the girls.
I make mine tart.
I like mine with that vinegar. Tart. Yeah, you gotta have.
I like the sweet pickle relish though.
Okay, all right, but that's cool. But feel free to send me some.
But
I'll eat sweet ones too.
No, you know what's going to be interesting is when all this get out of there.
What's going to be interesting, Amanda?
Is when all this settles down and whatnot. Good old Commissioner Goodell is going to start coming for Kelvin.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
He's gonna face a suspension no matter what.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, he's under the
Cowboy
conduct. Good conduct.
Detrimental to the Shield.
Yep.
Yeah, because under players' conduct rule, he would be under suspension, wouldn't he?
My guess is probably at least 6 to 8 games.
Well, can we say at least that he wasn't like penciled in to be the starter, and he hadn't been in the starter role, that we've now lost the starter?
I don't think it's gonna be 6 to 8 games. It'll probably be about 2
or 4.
Look what
about 3, 4.
I think they're gonna go hard on us.
If he appealed, it'll probably be 2.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna go harder on us because look what they did to Zeke.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not right, but it is what it is. Cowboys know they can't get into trouble because they're 2 standards. So
yeah, but just like Lola, Miss Hot Sauce, what's up? And Tay Cowboys. I'm sorry, I've not done for all the ladies. There we go. They better be coming for Deshaun Watson. If Deshaun Watson gets nothing,
that's an injustice. That's a travesty.
Because we only had one accuser for Zeke, and he got 6 games.
Yep.
And we had even the NFL's own investigator say there's nothing here. She's not credible. But he still got 6 games. And so he was never charged with anything. Watson was charged. The judge had to say
he gets off scot-free so far.
Yeah, so if he's off scot-free, I mean, of course it wouldn't surprise me any. But that's one of those cases where you're just like, here we go. In the same case where people say, we get all these calls against us that nobody else does. Oh, stop making excuses. It's like, no, these things matter.
Watch the tape.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Mark.
What's that?
Ever since that happened with Zeke, Zeke has not mentally recovered from that either.
Hell no, you can tell.
Yeah.
He has not recovered from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Vegas incident?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The forearm shiver. And that again goes back to, if you're an NFL player, I'm getting paid off of you.
That's it.
You know, if I'm an NFL player, you know what? We partying at my house. I ain't driving nowhere.
Got that right. That's a smart thing.
You know, I got to protect the franchise.
Everyone's trying to get paid off of you. So stay home.
You can't
buy you, bring it home. If you drink, whatever you do, get it to your home and stay there.
I mean, let's be clear. That's why Dak built the field in his backyard.
Exactly.
You remember they were giving him the flack about, working out during COVID and everything. Oh, the NFL's okay. You know what?
Yep.
We just hey, look, I'm going to build the palace here. We got the place we can hang out, play, Game Boy, PlayStation, whatever it is. And, we got the pool. We got the locker room. We got the field. I don't need to go out in the public eye and get in trouble.
That's right.
Don't. Score tied. Yeah. So we had a block punt and oh no, it's not tied. Okay. We had a block punt and a pick six. New Orleans is kicking that Philly ass. And ain't nobody in the I'm mystified. I can't believe this. That whole stadium. I think there's more drones there than there are fans.
Ah! Oh, wow.
The funniest thing last night was listening to Jason Garrett interview Jeff Fisher and Todd Haley and how you motivate the players. I'm just like, if this ain't losers asking losers what to do. This was just like, is this real?
Yeah, Jason Garrett, he commentated the Michigan game this morning.
Did he?
How did it sound?
He did a good job.
Okay.
Cool.
I think he was okay as a commentator.
His grand.
Yeah, Jason Garrett did a good job this morning.
Okay, all right. I'll give it to him.
Asia's saying hello to you, Mark.
Aisha Robinson, how are you doing?
Aisha.
That was the whole purpose of the White House.
The funny thing is, when we drafted CD, I think I heard the story of, and I don't know how much of it is true, but I heard the story because they were on, how they were on the yacht and stuff, and his Jerry's great grandsons, were on the boat with them, and then when they saw CeeDee Lamb come up, they was like telling Jerry, "Hey, you need to get this guy." So maybe we should let his great grandsons turn around players.
Yeah, you know what? Couldn't do worse than Jerry and Steven. I don't know.
I know.
I mean, I trust Will McClay, but
Yeah, well, we need an exceptional draft this week. Next week. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got too many holes we have to fill in if we think that we're going to be able to compete.
No pop back.
And I still believe that the division, the conference has taken a little bit of a hit.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, I still think Tampa Bay's gotten a little older. Devontae Adams gone from Aaron Rodgers. I still think Aaron Rodgers is still I'm still not the believer that he's going to take him to the Super Bowl.
My goodness, that was a good punt. Did you just see that punt?
No.
How many times is a free kick going to land in a touchback?
Oh,
not very often.
You must be behind me then. Right now they got the ball on the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what
I was like,
that's why I was just saying. Did you see that punt? My gosh, that was a good kick.
Yeah, New Orleans is.
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, that's okay. I forgot what I was talking about anyway because I'm still mystified at this game. It's just every time they have a wide shot and I'm looking at, it's like, is this practice? Ain't nobody. It's just crazy that nobody is there.
I wonder if during their picks, they put names in a hat and just go, okay, let's pick one. Let's see what we get. And, oh, hey, yeah, we get this guy. And they turn out to be a bust.
So, so I didn't realize that the USL has been around for so long until.
Well, it was in the 80s. It was there for
they played for
2 years?
3 years. They played 3 years from 83
to 86.
83 to 86. disbanded because of they tried to take the NFL to court, and they only got a $1 judgment in their favor.
Yeah, because technically they won.
Right.
But it did nothing to the NFL. I mean, Goodell wrote the check out. Was it Goodell or who was the one before him?
No,
it was Pete Rozelle.
Rozelle. Rozelle wrote out the check himself and gave it to him.
Right. Here you go.
And then they had the XFL going, but then I think aren't they starting the XFL back up too?
XFL next year.
Yeah, but now they started last year. I mean, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, they had to disband because of COVID, along with the AAFL.
They just ran out of money, though. They kept, even before COVID, they kept they had somebody, and one NFL owner actually gave them a chunk of money to help keep them going. They just didn't have the cash.
I thought that was the AAFL too.
No, that was the XFL, because we went to the very first game, which was actually in DC. The Washington the DC Defenders.
Yeah,
I think I still have some of the shields from that first game there, because E2 Blue, me, Jet, and Michael all went to the game. Michael got all the tickets for it, and so we went there, and it's a soccer stadium that played it, which is actually a nicer stadium than FedEx. I'll just say.
Nice.
Okay, it was a very, about 15,000 seat stadium, very intimate and all. I was like, okay, this wasn't too bad. But they ended up running out of money. Yes. And then COVID.
Last week, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and some of the USFL, officials, they all came together, and what they're doing is they're hoping that the USFL and the XFL can hook up with the NFL, and they want to make a minor league. They want to make it a minor league.
Yeah.
Like they're doing in the NFL and Major League Baseball for the football players, so they can prepare them.
Yeah, it would be like a G League.
They can get that money from them, because if we're tied to the NFL, we're going to get NFL money to help prop us up.
Right.
I don't think the NFL is probably going to do that, though.
I don't think so.
They don't want to. Because they had NFL Europe for how many years?
Yeah. And do they still have that?
No, it was disbanded, 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, because they had the Rhinos, and there's a team in England. And,
Barcelona, the Knights.
Barcelona and Rottingham and Amsterdam.
Yeah.
London.
Yeah.
London Monarchs. That was my favorite.
And they actually didn't do bad there. But then I think the NFL was kind of like, if we just throw a few games over there, we'll make more money that way.
Yeah.
And the Jags are basically London's team anyway.
Pretty much. They're the only team that really goes over more than 2 times during the season.
But I think they could actually put a team, if you did it like this, if you ended up making it so there's 2 bye weeks, and anytime you're playing in England, you have a bye week before you play there. So you have a week. You have a week to get there, get used to the environment and everything else. Boom, play the game, and come back home.
But what is this I'm hearing about? Them trying to get NFL teams over across seas.
Yeah,
they're trying to.
They're trying to.
Either in Mexico or over in
England. Yeah,
in England.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Germany
Dallas
as well.
Mexico, pretty much.
And I've heard some rumors that the NFL is going to be doing some exploration in what is Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai. Think about the money that's in Dubai. I mean, here it is. You're out there in the middle of the desert, and they have an indoor skiing resort. So you don't think the NFL wouldn't want some of that money? Can you imagine what they would do with that? Gold seats in the stadium.
My brother, he was in the Navy, and they used to go to Dubai all the time, and he said it is so beautiful over there.
So who knows? I mean, the NFL, they got house money to play with now, with all the gambling money and everything else that's coming in.
Right.
They can do just about anything they want to, and basically they can just say, "We don't give a f." This is what we gonna do. Whether we like it or not.
I've got a feeling the USFL will probably be around for maybe 2, 3, 4 years, and then they'll declare bankruptcy like all of the others have.
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know. If they decided they want to do this little minor league thing, I'm just saying if. I think the NFL would help them in some kind of way.
I don't know.
But it seems like the logical thing to do. But
it's possible, but they're not going to do it.
I don't see that.
I don't see it happening either. Because when they first went up, when the USFL first went up against the NFL back in the 80s, that probably put a sour taste in the NFL's.
Yeah, they did. Didn't they say they're going to be doing some experimenting for the NFL though?
They are.
I thought they were going
that
to.
was back in the 80s, and got different people now.
Well, still, USFL can be tied back to the 84 version too.
And you got to remember when all that went down, Donald Trump spearheaded all of that.
Did?
Mm-hmm. He was the one that led the charge on the USFL taking the NFL to court.
Mm-hmm. Huh. If they'd have kept that league in the spring like it was, they'd have been fine. We'd still be probably talking about the USFL 84 style.
Yeah, I was like 3 and 4 years old, so this is all I'm learning stuff.
Yeah, you'll learn it from those of us who've been through it and experienced it. That's the fun part.
You're learning from the best.
No, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Don't steal Law's phrase.
Okay, check this out, because I was looking to see, because I remember I thought I'd heard something about the NFL was going to be using some of the USFL to experiment on different things.
They are.
I like this idea. Okay, the United States Football League is about to begin the 2022 season. The league is going to experiment with some new ideas during the preseason games. The league debuted how it would decide first down using new technology. They have chips implanted in the footballs that can determine if the ball has actually reached the first down marker.
Wow.
Mark?
Yes.
I wonder how you react in the first football game we see this year. You see a drone.
Oh, but you mean the fly on my screen?
Yep. The June bug.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I actually like that one that much. That they're showing right now the helmet cam where the guy's getting tackled and rolled on the ground and stuff. I've been tackled enough times that I don't need to experience it anymore. It's giving me flashbacks. Okay.
Last night, me and Ava was talking about that last night, and we were just joking off of it. I told her, I said, Ava, I thought I saw a June bug go across my TV screen last night.
I remember that last night, because I was like, no, man, that's the damn drone. But the first time, because it was like over on the right side and it was moving down slow, and I was like, there's a bug in my TV. And I literally got up and I was like, oh, that's the damn drone. Because it literally looked like it was a bug crawling down the screen.
Do you think it'll replace that camera that's behind the offensive line across the field?
It's possible. The thing that's okay. They have the main camera that has the 4 guide ropes and stuff, and so basically,
the boom.
And so it's a whole joystick. The thing that is cool about that is it's kind of smooth. It's like a regular camera zooming in. The whole drone is that that's kind of cool, but it's hard to see. You're kind of like, oh, okay, I'm kind of getting I'm like on the speed bikes on Star Wars going through the forest here. I'm not sure I'm crazy about that view that much, but that can be me. I'm just old. They look like a freaking bee flying across the screen. Okay, it's mesmerizing to me. That's all I can say. Who am I looking? Whose cabinets am I looking at? Is that
Thomas's?
Oh, Thomas's. Okay.
That was me. I just got through eating dinner.
Oh, okay. But
I'm not gonna tell you what dinner was because I may get everybody hungry.
I swear to God, that drone looks like it's rolling around on the field itself.
What I want to see
it looks like a little remote car going all. Oh man!
What I want to see is a drone get smacked by somebody. Okay, somebody just gets mad. Damn it! It just hits the damn drone.
Oh heck! I want to see the quarterback hit it with the football on a pad,
or see it crash into an official or something. Let's see some action with the drone. But
it was a last second buzzer.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So through the last few minutes we have in here, what else are you guys worried about with this team in this offseason? I believe the 18th is what, tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when OTAs
officially start.
Yeah. So the guys will be there working out. I wonder if anybody's going to say anything to Kelvin Joseph.
I want to see somebody running down the field and the drone just knock them upside the head while they're running and then knock them out.
Oh, that's kind of harsh.
Yeah, that is kind of
harsh. It's possible.
Yep, it's possible.
Somebody might be controlling it and see a cheerleader. Oh, I went a little off there. Bam. Okay.
So wait a minute. This being the first round of OTAs, is this hey Asia?
Hey Asia.
Is this the everybody and anybody, or is this just the veterans?
No, the veterans have been actually working out. The captain's workouts, which is 30 players, have been going on for a couple of weeks now. This is actually straight. Let me pull it up.
The OTAs?
Yeah, this is everybody.
They're organized team activities.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know if it was just the rookies or just
the veterans. It's everybody.
Yeah,
it's everybody. They're not officially obligated to join on you saw it last year. There were a couple of the Cowboys that didn't join.
The Cowboys had more participation than any other team. See, this is one thing the Cowboys don't have to pay guys to do. And that's off-season workout bonuses. Guys that are in, say, Green Bay, they don't live in Green Bay all year round. They have to get paid to come back for, workouts. But most of the guys live there in Dallas. So that's one advantage that the Cowboys have. So first day is April 18th of OTA's off-season workouts.
For all teams.
First day, April 18th for the Cowboys. And then workouts May 24th through 25th, June 1st and 2nd, June 6th through 7th, and June 9th through 10th. And then mandatory minicamp June 14th to 16th. And see, this is much reduced from what they used to do because of the new collective bargaining agreement. That was one of those little sweeteners that the NFL said, you know what, you guys want to smoke weed? Yeah, no, we're not going to suspend you for smoking weed anymore. We're going to have shorter workouts, because we care about you guys. We don't want you to get burned out in the off season, so just play a 17th game for us.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder how today's players would be in yesterday's league, if I could use that.
They couldn't.
Oh,
they wouldn't survive. They wouldn't survive.
No.
Oh man, I was talking to my little nephew about that because he loved Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, boy, if Tom Brady played back in the 80s, Lawrence Taylor every play would look at him and call him a biatch.
He would have never made it to 40.
I'm coming for you.
He would never have made it to 40.
Exactly.
That guy ain't never really been hit.
Tom Brady, they would have made Tom Brady they would have made Tom Brady they punk. You hear me? Tom Brady would have been NFL's biggest punk if he would have played back in the 80s.
Yeah.
He already is. Look at him. Look how he acts.
Yep.
I've never been a Tom Brady fan.
Oh, there he is. I saw the drone. He was flying slow that time.
Crazy.
Trouble. Here comes the rush, and here's the hit.
Okay, so here
I'll be back in front of the camera right now. I'm unhooking from this trailer.
Okay. All right, so this is the worst hit that I could find online. Tom Brady actually running, and you can see how old this clip is here. Tom Brady getting jacked up.
Here comes the rush, and here's the hit. And
That was a good hit. I got to watch that again. Oh, let me watch that one more time.
Was that the hit where he got his helmet knocked off?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But back in the day, that was every play. I mean, every game you were getting hit 2 or 3 times like that.
And geez, if you had somebody like Charlie Waters coming after and Cliff Harris coming after you.
Holy moly, watch out. They were going to get him. He'd have been decapitated.
Yeah.
This stuff now, it's nothing like it used to be. I mean, now I will say the guys are faster. They're wearing less pads, and they're a lot stronger. I will give you that. But I tell you what, the pure violence of the game back in the day, where we were taught, in high school, we were taught high-low blocking, okay? You got one guy up high, you're getting the other guy off at the knee, okay? There was clip zone. What the hell is a clip zone?
Hey, Mark.
Yes, ma'am.
And see, Mark,
Hold on.
That's what I was trying to explain to my little nephews. I told him, I said, man, the game back then, man, y'all on your cell phones all the time. Just watch YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch YouTube of NFL football back in the 70s and 80s, and you will see. And
the good old shows, Crunch Course and all. Yeah.
So
Amanda, Crunch Course.
Hold on, Amanda.
Marley's got her hand raised, and I think Asia's been trying to say something. So just letting you know.
Asia's
unmute. Asia, unmute your mic.
They need to unmute.
And Marley Greens, you got to unmute your mic.
I was just trying to speak. I'm not a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Good. I was just saying, hey, I'm at work. I just was speaking to everybody. It's all good. It's
Marley just got the ashtrays, the live edge ashtrays that I did. Because when he sent me, hey, I need a wooden ashtray. I was like, the fuck? What are you talking about? A wooden ashtray? It's like he sent me a picture. I was like, okay. So I kept getting different pieces of wood. The bark kept coming off. So I finally talked to my mom, and she said, I've got this apple tree here that needs to be cut down. She said the bark is like one solid bark on it. I said, okay, I'll try that. So
it smells good too, man.
They seem like they came out. And worst comes to worst, if you need to, smoke some pork shoulders, you can throw the apple wood in there. It'll smoke. It smells really good. I'll tell you that, because I've got a bunch of pieces left over I'm going to use for some pork shoulders and things. But how you doing today, man?
Good.
All right.
Work. The applewood smells good.
Yeah, it definitely does. I love that. But
applewood is one of the best smelling meat woods you'll ever use.
Oh, definitely. It's naturally, the wood is very, very sweet when it burns and smells. Because even when I was like drilling it, and as I was drilling, because the wood was green, you could still smell it burning a little bit. It's like, oh man, it's like a natural air freshener up in here, So it was kind of cool.
Thanks, Mommy Holmes, for real.
Yeah,
thanks,
definitely.
Mama Holmes.
Yeah. So we're gonna be getting ready to get out of here in a few more minutes, and it seems like everybody's coming in here in the last minute. Who's joining in on their iPhone?
I was just.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Hey, Mark.
Yes. Hey, Aisha, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm just coming from work. I'm in a subway.
Oh, okay. Be careful in there. It looked a little rough up in there, the ceiling of the subway there.
Hey, you said you're in New York, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in New York.
Oh, okay.
You coming from a baseball game?
Yeah.
Who won?
The Mets.
The Mets? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We got a Met fan in here?
She works at the stadium because she's invited. She said, hey, come on by. I'll get you hooked up.
I'm trying to get Mark to come to New York.
I keep trying to escape from New York. Okay.
Mark, you need to come to California.
Everybody always wants to come someplace.
Wasn't in a movie called Escape from New York?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the sequel, Escape from Los Angeles, was the next one.
Hey.
Hey, I will be in Los Angeles next month.
Okay. What you doing out in LA?
Well, my little
cousin
cousin
get one of these plates.
There you go.
My little cousin want me to come with her because she's taking her son to Hawaii for his graduation gift, and she want me to be his chaperone because he's 18 now, and he's gonna want to go to certain places, and she want me to kind of be his bodyguard or whatever. And I was like,
okay,
West Coast, okay, I've never been to the West Coast before. I've been to the East Coast and the Gulf Coast, and
so then you're going to Hawaii.
Yes, that'll complete my bucket list of all the coasts I've been to, because I've been all up and down New York and Miami and the Gulf Coast. I've been to Cuba and Costa Rica, and now go to the West Coast, and that'll complete my bucket list.
Well, I tell you what, I loved going to Hawaii, but everything was so expensive. We went to Honolulu. We actually stayed at the Hilton, and the Hilton. Whenever you see like the Hawaii 5-0, and they have the hotel. Okay, that's the Hilton Village that's there, which was great. But the guy who worked there said, "Look, man, I work for Hilton. I love my job and everything else." He said, "But get off of the property." He's like, "Because if you really want to experience Hawaii, leave Hilton Village." And he told us about this place called Side Street Cafe. And everything food-wise is expensive. We went to he said, go to Side Street Cafe. So we go there, and me and my wife were looking at the menu and stuff, and she said, I think I'm going to get the pork chops. And I said, well, I said, I said, I'm going to get some fried rice, and I said, maybe I'll get a thing of pork chops too. He said, hold on. He said, you can order all that if you want to. He said, but really, he said, the pork chops come with some rice too. He said, just order that. And he said, if you're still hungry, order some more. When this thing came there was like 5 pork chops on this pile of rice. There was so much that her and I ate that. We took some back, and we had that for breakfast the next morning and still had some for lunch. And it was the best pork chops I'd ever had in my life. And he also told me about the shrimp trucks on the backside of the island, too. So if you go on the backside of the island, you'll see all the green turtles that are swimming the surf, and you can't touch them because they're protected. They literally will swim right past you and say, ha, ha, you can't touch me. And then you have all the shrimp boats over there. So go definitely do the shrimp boats and stuff on there, and go see the Missouri. That's definitely amazing to go on the ship and stuff. But, yeah, definitely. You'll have a good time in Hawaii. And
yeah,
who's the iPhone 817 right here?
That.
Huh?
That Lisa?
Oh, okay.
Is that me?
Hey, how you doing?
Lisa. Hi,
hey, Lisa.
guys.
Hey, because there was no name on it, so I was like, I can't, because you kind of doesn't be right. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm well. I'm here washing my car. See, I got my Gallup hat that's autographed on.
You wearing that out washing the car?
Yeah, I live in Texas, in the Dallas area.
I understand that, but autograph hat you wearing out to wash the car?
Oh, yeah. Because, I'm outside. I gotta hike up.
I guess some people just got it like that. I mean, is that like, a Jalen Smith autograph or something like that? No, Lyle Collins that you don't care about that much anymore?
You went to Cowboys Experience, didn't you?
With Law Nation, yeah.
Okay. I've done that one too before. Yes, they do a great job. I'll be back with them. I'll definitely come back this year.
You always saying I got the 817. I'm the Texas number.
There you go. Okay, all right. Well, I guess the weather's nice down there because I see you got arms and everything out, and it looks sunny and bright.
Oh yeah, it's nice out there.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Everybody's having a good Easter Sunday. I can say.
What's up, Mark? How you doing, man?
Yeah. Who's talking?
Dwayne.
Hey, this is Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne, what's going on, man? How you doing today?
Yeah. I'm down here in Chesapeake. I'm the one that they be checking in from time to time. So right down the road.
You talked to my wife about coming for a game, didn't you?
Yeah, man, I did, but I didn't get a chance to make that happen this year. But hopefully next year, when you do your party up there at the trash dump, maybe I could join you guys.
Have you ever been there?
No, man, I ain't never been there.
It's sad. That place is just.
I know.
And the thing,
based on what you said, I can believe that.
It's bad. I mean, I've been to a lot of stadiums. It's just bad. I mean, the only good thing is we got a lot of Cowboy fans that are there. That's it. And quite frankly, it's actually nicer in the parking lot than it is in the stadium.
Damn.
Yeah, that's sad.
I shit you not. Because one year when we were doing the party and stuff, we had the tarps outside, and this is how ghetto this is. Okay, this is how ghetto they are at FedEx Field, right? Last year, okay, we bought 80 some tickets and 40 parking passes, right? So we're set up to have the party out there. We got some people like, we're coming for just the tailgate and stuff, right? So they made money off of us. That stadium's empty. And so some people said, we're going to watch, we have 65-inch TV out there. We're going to watch the game outside here. We're going to eat some more wings and everything else, right? I get a call and they're telling us we got to go, the security guys. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I talked to the guy when I bought all the tickets and said, we're going to stay, are people going to stay out here to watch all of our shit because I don't want it to be stolen. And so the security guy, well, no, you can't stay and all this, that, and the other. And so my man Jet said, well, would you like some chicken wings? The security guys stayed out there with them watching the game, eating chicken wings. So they can't, you got to leave unless you feed us. Get out of here. You got to bribe everybody at FedEx Field, literally, including the security.
Mark, I remember you done that. I remember you done that video last year.
Yeah.
A security trying to get you guys out of there.
That was crazy. But we had a good time there. We definitely had a good time.
We did.
As bad as that stadium is, we'll be there again next year doing the same thing. I actually can't wait till they get a new stadium.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when Mike Fisher came up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he strolled on through there and got a few, got a couple of chicken wings and things like that. So that was
because I remember the week leading up to the game, Mike Fisher, that's all he was talking about was I'm going to the game in Washington. And I told him, I said, Mike, you may need to get in touch with Mark Holmes because he's doing a big tailgate up there. And he told me, he said, cause he got that raspy voice.
Mm-hmm. I've definitely got to stop by and see him. Yeah. That's all good.
I told him which part of the stadium, which part of the parking lot you was going to be on. And, he told me, he said, he'll see you in, CFT, Cowboy Football Talk.
Yeah.
Well, he live in North Carolina. He went to the game and me and him, we was chatting on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he said, Thomas, I heard Mark Holmes is doing something up at FedEx.
Yeah.
And I was telling him about it, and he told me, he said, I'll be there. I got that. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there. And I don't know what
I met so many people. I met so many people. It's hard for me to even remember. I mean, I was so
there.
out of there. Yeah, I was so out of it there. It was like a blur because just trying to get that thing together and all that, because you want to make sure that everybody has a good time, and that was my whole focus and all there. Quite frankly, I hardly even remember the game. It was that crazy. But
that was just like when I went to the Cowboy game when they played Denver last November. I ran into Law Nation, ran into Boss Cowboy. I ran into all of them at Walk On Sports.
Oh, nice.
And Colony, Texas.
Yeah.
And me and Law, we talked for about 45 minutes, and he had me on his YouTube show.
Oh, nice.
Had me talking and everything, and I was a nervous wreck. I was. And he got that deep voice, and he was telling me, he said,
"You're listening to nothing but the best."
What do you think about the situation on the line? And I told him, I said, hey, they need to move. They need to move Lyle Collins to left guard.
Mm-hmm.
All it is to it. And if they would have done that, Lyle Collins would be a Cowboy to this day.
Maybe, but you got Penny Pincher there. You got Penny Pincher.
Huh?
You had Penny Pincher there. He was looking to get some money.
They retired because of the problem coming up. He came overweight last year, and then
the hip injuries and stuff, and he wasn't quite as good as he was in past years. So I think they looked at that and said, we can go ahead and move on from there and start all over, because Terrence Steele has played great at guard. At tackle, and it's like we can draft a guard or we can sign another free agent. So, and of course they're rolling the dice with Tyron Smith. But it is 6:30 here on Easter, everybody. The time flies by when I'm here with y'all.
Yeah.
And Amanda's over there shaking that mustard up. Look at she's shaking that mustard real good. Oh man, truckers.
I know it doesn't look good at all, but hey, it's for the kids. So
you know. Yeah. Oh no, that's good. That's good. Take care of the kids. See, you got the brown spicy mustard in there, so it must not be too. It's got a little tart taste to it. So
just a little bit.
Just a little bit of there. There you go. Because I get some good deviled eggs, man. I'll eat a whole tray of them just like that. Just throw them down. So shout out to you, man. Me both. All right, well, everybody, I appreciate everybody coming in.
Me over here eating lamb ribs.
Oh, see, look, he got to take the shit to another level, don't he? You know, we over here talking about, well, you know, I got to eat me some more lamb ribs over here. Yeah, man, get out of here with that trucker's life. Damn, trying to make everybody all hungry.
Making my devil eggs look like crap.
I'm like, damn, why you got to do Amanda like that, man? What's wrong with you? But,
it's all love. It's all love.
It was great spending Easter.
Hey, Mark. Them ribs go good with them deviled eggs, though.
Oh, don't they though? They definitely go good with that. They ain't no lie on that one.
No.
Deviled eggs, pulled pork sandwich too, and some coleslaw. Shh. And some baked beans. Oh man, some barbecue baked beans and some hot sauce.
Mark, you starting something, man.
Damn. Yeah, we got to get back to summertime. We got to get back to summertime. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to make a pork.
Oh, here you go. Chef Trucker's life. Here you go. Well, I'm about to make. Oh man, shut up. Everybody here hungry. You up here? Well, you know, it's not like you gonna share. If you gonna say I'm gonna make something, bring you guys. Nah, you gonna hold it all to yourself. You just gonna tease us with the stuff.
If I can do it in my truck, y'all can do it at home.
Okay. All right. We hear you. We hear you. Okay. We hear you.
I love y'all, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Let me say
stay safe,
thank everybody for being here. Thank all the panel that's here. In the future, if you want to join in, anybody who's a channel member, I post the link for the Zoom call in the community tab and stuff. Hopefully, we won't have anything crazy happen like Boss Man Fat this past week between now and the draft and the beginning of the season. But if we do, you know, we're going to be able to find it right here. And I hope that we're not saying this the first night of the draft.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver?
I would pull it a shoe.
Why do we get a wide receiver?
Mark, are we going to do this on the draft?